Hey, welcome back to Test Drive Live. I'm James Sangley. And by the way, on Test Drive Live, we test the product so you don't have to. Today, we got a great product from Recharge Health called the FlexBeam. But before we get into that today, we want to encourage you to join us in the online chat. All right. So, red light therapy. I'm going to be very honest with you right out of the gate. I didn't really know a lot about this. In fact, when I was thinking about red and near infrared light and therapy, I started thinking to myself, is that stuff safe? Well, it is safe. But I was thinking, the gamma rays like the Hulk, and I was like, So here's the thing about this. This stuff works. And I had a funny story I'm going to tell you about plumbing in a second, but I want you to see this on the box before we get started. All right, so it says get better, faster with FlexBeam. All right, so it's red and near infrared light at specific wavelengths is scientifically proven to accelerate your body's recovery and optimize health. All right, we have turned this powerful technology into the world's first targeted and wearable and light device so you can use it anytime, anywhere. So Recharge Health's FlexBeam. Now, quick funny story before I unbox this. So I live in a mid-century suburban home, and this past week, sure enough, something broke. And that thing that broke was a big pipe, this old pipe from 1956 or whatever. Well, guess what you gotta do when you do that? You gotta dig a hole. Now let me tell you, I know, you guys are like, James, you were a fighter, you were a stuntman, you're a tough guy. I was using muscles that I don't even think I knew I had digging a hole. Well, I'm digging this hole 3 feet in the ground, 3 feet under the house. And guess what? I'm tired. Now you're gonna see a little video a little bit later on me using this product because guess what? It works. All right, so you'll see that video later. FlexBeam, let's take a look, let's unbox. All right, so nice little box here from FlexBeam. There's two colors. The first one is charcoal, and then I'll show you a little bit later the porcelain white. I already showed you on that side of the box that get better, faster with FlexBeam, but on the outside too, a couple key things on this. One, snug and wearable, and I wanna stop right there for a second on snug and wearable. So as I was learning about red light therapy, and you can lose the, if you will, the potency if that light panel is 3 to 4 inches. Get this though, how much can you lose just from the distance of that? 90% I learned today. Crazy, right? That's like, well, how is that even effective? Well, remember now, with FlexBeam, this is the most portable, most powerful, most effective device when it comes to red light therapy. This is not some like on Amazon, and I some red light and it's cheap. No, this is the most powerful, most effective in the market. All right, moving on. Easy to use presets. I'm gonna show you that once we unbox. Powerful wavelengths that I mentioned, and it's portable and rechargeable. You'll actually see me in that hole I mentioned, wearing it on my body. Nice box. Let's take a look and let's open it up. All right. So the FlexBeam has right out of the gate is, you open it up, classic instructions on the top. Let's see here. Your FlexBeam story begins here. Let's see what we got inside here from Recharge Health. Looks like some good instructions, very clear. Little coupon, you can get one for your friend. Let me tell you, I will be buying one for a Christmas present this year. Thank you for your purchase. A little QR code. You can see also the porcelain white one, as I mentioned, which we're gonna show you in a moment. And some instructions. Now, of course, I've already tested this product earlier this week, and it's awesome. But this manual, which I'm going to show you a little bit more, oh my word. The pictures, the quality, and in particular, I'm going to show you some of the ways that you can use the FlexBeam, but I'll show you that a little bit more in just a moment. All right, notice here, empower your body to heal itself. And let's take a look what's under that. It's got a really cool little case here, FlexBeam. Very nice quality. It kind of reminds me of like my Nintendo Switch case a little bit, but a little bit bigger. Quality, good zippers, but I'll show you what's inside in just a moment. Also inside the box, the various power cords that you would need to recharge it, and then adapters if you're in Europe and other parts of the world. So a little bit of the unboxing there. All right, let's open up the box first, the charger, and it also has some safety goggles as well. All right. And as you can see, you got your classic power chargers. And I'm going to fast forward because you guys all know you're not going to use all of them because you're in your various areas, but very simple, particularly the one I'm here in the United States. Just pop it in. classic cable. And of course, there's ones for Europe and other parts of the world. But I'm gonna set that there, you guys know what those look like. All right, here's what I want you to see as well. You got some goggles for safety, the infrared. So that comes with it as well. Now let's dig right in though to the device itself. As I mentioned, the FlexBeam's got a nice case, little handle. I mean, it's so easy to put this in a backpack. Also has a handle on this end. I actually like this handle too because I carry a lot of things and I pull a gear out of that way, so it comes in really handy. All right, let's take a look. Oh yeah, so I used the porcelain white one this week, but you can see this is the charcoal color. And on this side, and I'm gonna show you, which I was really impressed with these bands, which I'm gonna show you in just a moment. Now, what's really cool about this product and great about this product, it is very well made. I mean, look at just this ability of it to flex. As you can see, it would be going around the body, maybe as something as simple as around the back of your neck. You know, on the box, it had it right down the back, maybe something like so, right? And then also, I'm gonna show you how to put it on your arm with one of the really cool bands. Nice case, as I mentioned. Let's take a look at it a little bit closer now, though. The FlexBeam has a very simple and very easy to use quick start instructions right here, as you'll notice right here. You've got your power button. All you do is hold it. You choose your levels, 1, 2, and 3, and then of course your start and your stop. Just a notation on this is that you're gonna make sure that you're gonna want to take those stickers off, which I will have mine already off on mine. Because remember, this is the first of its kind where it's going direct to your skin. This is not just you at a red light panel where you're a couple inches away and can lose that potency. This is gonna be direct contact to the skin, all right? All right, let's take a look. Something I was really impressed about this product was the bands itself, okay? The bands itself was really neat to me because right here, I want you to see this. Nicely made, but notice, both sides are Velcro. It may not seem like that big of a deal to you, but when you start putting this around your body, remember, chest, stomach, neck, on your back, your arm, you'll see it in my video later, on my leg. These come in really handy, but I'll show you on mine in just a moment. But it's got various sizes, a very large one, a medium one, and then some 2 smaller ones. As I mentioned already too, that's got some instructions, but I want you to see this book in particular because the book was really, really well done. It shows you how to use, choose your program, but here's what I want you to see on this about a few pages in. Some of the applications, wellness applications, energy boost. It has some presets, better sleep. And take a look at this one. In particular, some sports applications. Now, people are like, well, James, you were a fighter, you were in stunts. Let me tell you, I wish I would have had this, especially throughout my career. I probably could be doing this sport and stunts even longer if I would have had this earlier in my career. So as you are out there that are athletes, I think you're gonna really enjoy this. But shoulder support, scars, bruises, and stretches. You'll notice even in this picture, lady has it here on her shoulder, even on her arm. This guy's got it on his stomach, on his side, and then all the way down by his ankle, right? So it's not just for your back, not just for your neck, it's for all kinds of parts of your body. Remember, it's portable, it's the most powerful, and it's the most effective red light therapy that there is. And then there's also some very helpful in the complex applications. You'll see on preset number 3. When you're doing the treatments, it even talks about the time, 3 to 10 minute treatments, very effective. You'll see it here, this person has it around their knee, attached to the thigh, the hands even, the elbow, and of course, in the back that I already mentioned. But you'll see in this manual, very well done, shows some of the history and some more, but an excellent instruction manual for the FlexBeam. All right, so as you can see, some great products. Now, Remember I said I was gonna show you the charcoal, but I'm gonna show you the one I literally used this week, the porcelain white. But I'm gonna show you because, again, those bands made it really simple for me to attach it to my body. All right, I'm gonna take off my jacket as I get a little warmer now as I get moving here. All right, as I mentioned, right, this could be on the neck, maybe it's on the stomach, maybe it's on the chest, or maybe it's even, right, on the spine. But no matter where you put this, it's got these really great bands to do that. All right, I had this on my leg earlier this week, so I've got a couple bands on here now, so I'm gonna take those bands off. Super easy to use, super simple. But I'm gonna show it to you on my arm. All right, so let's go take a look at the function and the operation of this. So Recharge Health's FlexBeam's got very simple instructions, as I already mentioned, right? You've got your power button, you've got your settings, just like the manual that I just said. You can choose 1, 2, or 3, and then you essentially start and stop or play and pause, okay? All right, let's just hold this button for a second. I'm gonna push this button. You might have heard that little beep, so it's ready to go. And then the second button is choosing the setting. If you could see it, I'm not sure if you can see this at home, it's flashing 1, 2, and 3 right now. When I hold it, flashing that shows number 1. It's playing. Notice that. Remember, I took the stickers off on mine. Make sure you take off the sticker because that's going to go direct to skin contact. Remember what I was saying before? This is the most powerful and most effective one because what? We're not a few inches away that can lose that potency on red light therapy. This is direct contact to the skin. All right, so I'm going to simulate it for just a moment so you can see it, but notice how it can just bend right around my forearm like so. Now, I'm not going to hold it though, right? I've got these awesome bands so that I can hold it onto my arm. All right, let's set it up. In fact, I will do this to start it. Like I said, having double-sided Velcro comes in very handy. So I'm on setting 1. Oh, that feels good. I wasn't thinking I was going to use it on my forearm because my forearm doesn't hurt, but it feels good too. Very simple to use. You can hear sound, very light sound, very comfortable. I can easily see me switching this to a different part of my body. And again, you can change these different settings and I can pause it like so. All right, so that's what you can see there. All right, so that's a little quick on the usage of that from the porcelain white model of the FlexBeam. All right, so some cool stuff on the unboxing. Let's take a look at what FlexBeam has on their video.
I enjoyed being sort of alone out there. I always wanted to be in control myself, but every part of your body is exposed, and I think I have been through every pain and injury already. Physically, it's a tough sport. I mean, you need speed, but at the same time, condition, you need strength, but to be flexible. There are a lot of different things that come into play. My father, he was a professional, and he has done all he can for me to become a professional.
I was very competitive, and the most important thing for tennis is, of course, to train well and train a lot, but then also to stay injury-free. And I had 2 big injuries that set an end to my career when I was 29.
I think the injuries are the toughest part of an athlete's life. Whenever it happens, you dream about the days where you weren't in pain. Every minute of recovery is very important. And if my ab or my arm is not fully recovered, I cannot serve as fast as I would like because it's pretty explosive. It starts with the legs, and then you stretch out with your abs and then put all your power into the arm that's close to 200 kilometers per hour. You can imagine all the fibers in the muscle, they get pretty worn out and tired and ached. I need something that can, help repair all the fibers that I have broken in the serves. Whenever you put the FlexBeam on, you feel it starts to work right away. Muscle tissue getting activated somehow. Tension releases a little bit. The cells around the area where you are in pain will start to work faster and better together, and you will feel better the next day. At the moment, I'm feeling better than ever. I haven't had any issues in the last half a year or so since I started using the FlexBeam. It's very easy to strap it around. My sort of teammates are not with me on court playing the match, but they do everything they can outside the court for me to perform as good as possible. And Recharge and FlexBeam is a new part of the team.
Nice video there from FlexBeam. That's tennis player Casper Ruud. For those of you who don't know, that's a 3-time Grand Slam finalist. Great tennis player, even plays with the racket I like with Yonex. We might have to give Casper a few lessons in the kickboxing there from my background, but I'll take some tennis lessons from him. But a great video. Really cool product. As you can see, even Casper and some professional athletes endorse this because, again, this is the most powerful, portable, near-infrared light that is on the market today. This is a great product, well made. Now let's take a look at some of the features of that on the FlexBeam. All right, FlexBeam is a wearable red and near-infrared therapy device that stimulates your cells to produce more energy so you can repair muscle, relieve pain, recharge energy, and recover faster. Just like the video we just watched, hey, when you're an athlete, you need to recover, you don't have a lot of time. So it's great to have equipment like this because you know what? You're going to get ready right back into the tennis court, your match, your sport as fast as possible. Repair muscle. This device eliminates soreness and increases strength by boosting blood flow to your muscles. Relieves pain, reduce pain and inflammation by improving oxygen delivery where it hurts. And here's something I really like about this though. Recharges energy. Kickstart the body's natural healing process by stimulating your mitochondria. Right? You think about it sometimes with recovery, sometimes it's like, hey, I just got to get going. Well, this device does just that. Improves performance, improvement in strength and power. For those of you who love sports, whether it's weightlifting or any other activity, hey, this is a great way to do that. But here's the thing is whether you're an athlete or not, like I said, I was going to show you that video of me where I dug that hole. Well, guess what? FlexBeam is non-pharmaceutical, it's non-invasive, has no side effects. It works best directly on the skin and it can penetrate through, it can't penetrate through clothes. FlexBeam uses red and near-infrared LEDs for maximum effects, and you may begin to notice the effects immediately or within the first few days. Now remember, you don't need to be an athlete to enjoy this or benefit from this. I dug a hole, this thing worked almost immediately. Red light therapy can help with recovering from injuries such as muscle tears, sprains, improve general wellness, and other sports entries. And it was designed by Bjorn Eckenberg, the CEO and founder. He has a PhD in philosophy of science, career that led him to this NASA-developed technology. So you got this great technology, and guess what? We get to use it right here at home. To clean it, by the way, I'm gonna pull this Velcro off for just a second on this. It is very simple to clean this. So literally when you have to clean it, you just wipe this. That's easy. You know, you can use an alcohol wipe, a damp cloth, and of course only clean it when you need to. There's 3 sets, easy to use, of the durable double Velcro bands used for FlexBeam. You notice the 2 small ones, the medium one that I have on here, the very long one. These come in really handy because you might not have seen this when I was showing you before, but it's on this end, and also on the side. So it can hold onto the body really well with these very versatile bands. Notice the band, the body band, that's the big one too. It's a very good size band, so it can wrap around a lot. And the smaller one, let me undo the small one. Very handy, especially when you're trying to just to support it from another direction. It's safe for everyone, for adults, for children, pets, and it comes in 2 color variations, as I mentioned. The one I've been showing you is the porcelain white. That's the one I used this week. And of course, the one that I actually unboxed, which is the charcoal model. So yeah, two choices on a great product. All right, well, you've seen some of the features and you've heard what I have to say. Hey, check out my video, me digging a little bit of hole, but also me using a great product. All right, so you probably are wondering what I'm doing in this hole. Well, normally you would see me in the studio, the dojo, working out, training, but we had a little plumbing issue this last couple days. And what you're seeing is I had to dig out this hole at the house. Anyways, with that said, I am super sore. And a perfect timing for me to use the FlexBeam, the revolutionary recovery device from Recharge Health. So I thought I would give this a little try today because my legs, my body is quite sore. All right, let's take a look. All right, here we go. Quick start instructions. Hold for 2 seconds. So it's telling me to hold this power button right here for 2 seconds. And I'm gonna hold it for 2 to go on because I had already pressed it. Select the program.
I have 1, 2, or 3. Skin and surface, muscle and tissue, deep tissue and joints. The first one, mostly red light for conditions that go skin deep. The second one is muscle and tissue, red infrared light at combined force to going below the surface. And 3, deep tissue and joints, powerful infrared light to penetrate deep into hard to reach places. All right, so I've put the FlexBeam on my hamstring. Had some hamstring issues over the years. Some of it is age, some of it's from a wonderful, long athletic career. Some of you know when I was on the film Plane, I pulled my hamstring when I was carrying the Barrett 50 cal as the Green Beret sniper Willis. And then, here I am at the house digging a hole, which is probably 3 feet maybe deep. You can imagine here shoveling away. Well, this thing, I can immediately tell that it's working and it feels good. Oh, this is good for you to see. You can see the settings, 1, 2, or 3. You just hold that, you'll hear a beep. Also, it'll tell you by sound too, if how much pulse you have, how much power you have. And then the stop and the start. I'm gonna go for a few more minutes. All right. Press pause. Taking it off. FlexBeam.
All right, a little show in the hole there. It's probably a good thing I was better at karate than I am as a videographer too. That's also why I'm in the studio with the guys, because they do a great job here at Test Drive Live. This is the actual one that you saw in that video that I use in the hole. This is that porcelain white. Remember, you can use color choice of that charcoal. A great product. I use it for 10 minutes and my leg felt better. But hey, you've heard what they've had to say. You've heard what I've had to say, because we test the product so you don't have to. Let's see what some other people have to say about FlexBeam. So I brought a couple testimonials for you to hear. This first one was a lady named Julia Grenzia, and it was a motorcycle accident. Listen to what she has to say. There was a lot of pain in my leg in different places from the accident. And after using FlexBeam, forget this, 1 week, I didn't have pain anymore. Now I can walk normally. And the wound has been healing much faster than the doctor warned me it would. I'm very thankful to be able to use it, and I feel like it helped me a lot to recover that fast. I'm super happy with that result. That was Julia Grenzia, who was in a motorcycle accident. So I got one more for you, and this is one reason I picked this. This was from a doctor, very interesting, from a Dr. Clifford Saunders, who writes in about improved sleep. Remember, I mean, this is great for athletes. Of course, I was an athlete, but also it's a lady that was in an accident, and also someone from a doctor speaking to this on improved sleep. So listen to this from Charles, Dr. Charles. In only a month, my wife and I are sleeping better, have less pain, more energy, and believe it or not, I'm brighter and funnier. The FlexBeam is a flexible, easy to use, high intensity, engineered red light source. So some great testimonies out there. You can see them for yourself. And that's the beauty of Test Drive Live, is that, hey, you can hear from them, you can hear from me, you can hear from others on some really great products. Hey, we're glad you came out and watched today for Recharge Health's FlexBeam. It comes in 2 colors, charcoal and porcelain white. Wonderful product. Let me tell you, I'll be using red light therapy as I move forward. Hey, we'll see you again next time for more cool and innovative products. I'm James Sang Lee. We'll see you next time on Test Drive Live.